Now, in the fifth book of Nehemiah, he and all the people were continuing building the walls. And it was a tremendous challenge, as we know. Now, there was something else the people, the common folk, had to deal with. There was massive oppression going on between them and the nobles and rulers of the day, so the wealthy people. So what took place was there was a major famine that was going on in the land, and many of the common folk who owned vineyards and lands and houses found themselves in a financial bind. They couldn't, they didn't have enough money to pay for food, for grain. So they found themselves mortgaging out their lands and vineyards and houses to the nobles and rulers of the day, the wealthy men, so they can actually survive, right? And in some extreme cases, they sold their sons and daughters, into slavery to eat, to survive. So it's just a terrible situation, and the people were so, downtrodden. They groaned. I mean, they cried out. There was a great crying out in Jerusalem. Now, when Nehemiah got wind and was, aware of the great injustice that was going on with the people and their lands being taken from them, and this is great leadership, he called, a large assembly. He got everyone together. He got all the nobles together. He got all the rich folk, all the common folk together. And he essentially shamed all the wealthy, because they were taking advantage of their brethren. They're taking advantage of their brethren. Now, mind you, you can't forget, the people, the Jews, were in captivity, for decades, right? Like 70 years. And so his argument was, listen, our people were enslaved, right? To the Babylonians, the Persians, and now when we come back to our land, you're going to enslave us, your own people, you're going to enslave us, with a form of usury, which is, borrowing money and charging exorbitant interest rates. So after he shamed the nobles and essentially said, listen, give back their lands, give them back their vineyards, their houses, and give them back their money. And so the nobles and rulers, they agreed. They absolutely agreed that what was being done was wrong. It was evil. It was wicked. Now, Nehemiah didn't leave it at that. So what he did was, after he made them promise, he then brought in the priests, to confirm, to back up the promises that the nobles and rulers made. And he made a gesture. He kind of like took his cloak and he shook it out, and he said, listen, for any of you who doesn't follow through on this promise, as empty as my cloak is right now, may your wealth, may your businesses be as empty as my cloak is. So there's a major lesson there. If I would apply that to my own self, my own family, if I have somebody that's in need, right? If I have someone in need that I know and they're close to me, and I have the means to actually help them, like the nobles and rulers, they had the means to help the people. They didn't have to take advantage of them. They could have easily loaned them money and without charging exorbitant rates, and everyone would have been better for it. So in my life, if there's somebody, and this is honestly, if there's somebody, family, friends, who I need, and they ask, or if I see the need, I can help them. And that could be in the form of some sort of monetary arrangement or other means. So don't take advantage of your brother.